And then now you look at me. Hey guys, we're back. I don't know what happened to the video there. At some point it stopped. I'll figure that out later.
I did.
I don't think you did it. I think my phone auto stopped.
I have one.
Oh, you did? So you accidentally ended it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Make sure you pay attention to what you're recording.
Yeah.
What you're recording is me, okay?
Yep.
So guys, we're trying out my dad as a cameraman. See how this goes. Okay, you can hold it further from your face. Hold it a comfortable distance from you. So where you can see what I'm doing right here. You can, kind of crouch down, come up closer to get a better view on what I'm looking at. Or what I'm doing here. Oh, there you go. You don't have to get that close, but... yeah, we're committing our own war crimes here. I got rid of previous war crimes just to commit my own. And I call electrical tape on wiring war crimes because, golly. You did something to put that much electrical tape on it. Boy, let me tell you what I did. I manually bridged each wire together because the plugs were not the same. But the wires are mostly the same. This one's different. It's black on white to black on red, but as far as I know, that'll be fine. As far as I'm concerned, it's the same wire.
Alright.
A little bit more that way on the camera. Up and up. About there. There you go. Yeah. There you go. You're figuring it out.
Yeah.
It's okay. I will put these through the computer and do some editing magic to them. And take out good shots and put in bad, put in the good and the bad. You know, the us figuring it out and the good parts where we do figure it out.
Yeah.
Like right now, that feels like it's a good shot on what I'm doing.
I'm working.
Yeah, you're watching it like you're watching a video on your phone.
Yeah. I can't, man.
Yeah, well, watch through the phone and position the camera in a way that you would want to see the stuff that's going on, like if you were watching a video.
I am.
Like, don't watch it in real life. Watch it through the phone like you're watching a video. Yeah, I got you.
It was not for real camera.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, in real life through the video camera. It's not like it's not real life. We're recording real life right now. I don't know why I always get out so much tape. I don't need but like a fucking inch of it, and I pull 5 inches of tape. Yeah, well, you know what we'll do? Since we pulled so much, wrap it all together.
Yep.
Yeah, make a bundle real quick.
Yep.
And then that right there. I don't trust that, so. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh no, man. It's alright though. We'll do this. Right here. This right here. Solve all the problems. Commit 17 war crimes at once. This harness is now becoming one with the motor.
Yep.
Now, I wouldn't do something like this on one I'm selling, by the way. On one I'm selling, this type of treatment is not right. This is not something you sell to somebody. I mean, it works. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And there ain't gonna, like, we're not gonna get any issues out of this. Only issue I see is when I have to take this tape off to rewire it, inevitably. But it's alright. Because I start from there and just unravel. And there we go. Now you have the harness as a part of it. This will have to go to places. We'll have to make a battery tray just like we did on the other one. Because this one, no battery tray. Even though it's electric start, the battery trays are a part of the plastics. This is the size battery they expect you to use and buy. Which I might just go ahead and get one of these. That way we don't have to come up with a massive battery case. I can use this as a mock-up for
Yep.
a battery tray, which,
Yep.
if I'm being honest, I might knock this mount out right here and have the battery mounted in here.
Yeah.
Just have a little bracket that comes up. That way it goes like a clip and it doesn't move anywhere. I think that'll be the move.
Yeah.
I need to get more welding wire to make custom bracketry and shit like that. I can do bolts and stuff. Okay. So let's check that. Let's check that we didn't mess anything up. Taking the head completely off. Putting it back on. Alright, we got first gear. Well, that's actually in first. Turning the motor over. That's neutral. Reverse is weird, but hey. And geared like crazy. Alright, transmission is fine. That's actually a really good thing. Alright. We got the rest of this mess to deal with now. This right here is a plug wire for that. I'm gonna have to take this green wire, I think just run a chassis ground near the starter. I think that's what this was for. I'm not 100% on that, but pretty sure. This just goes to the solenoid, right? Right. What the hell is this? What is that? Because we've got so many of these plugs, and I was pretty sure this is solenoid because it runs. So you got the red and white, oh, that is what that is. This just plugs into that and then runs to a solenoid, so it's just shorter, so that you don't have all this wire. Okay, cool. So what we could either do is ignore this system right here, just this wire right here, and run this to a solenoid on our own. Or we could further integrate the motor to the harness.
Yep.
Because all this ground should be is a chassis ground. And that is actually necessary for the harness to operate. So we cut this in a fashion where we can reuse that plug later. Toss the plug in the pile.
Alright.
And have half a mental breakdown trying to get the tape off. Eventually work it free. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now, for this side. Going to cut that where we can use that later. Pull both of those off, because we don't need that little short piece. We only need the long piece. Shove the long piece back through. There we go. That, dude, that's just like a heat protectant. We don't need all this wire. We're going to leave extra wire just in case.
Yep.
I think it's a 40. It's probably a little small. I'll probably cut a couple wires there. No, actually it is a 40. Oh, nice. Ooh. That's exactly what you want your wires to look like. Black and brown. Alright, now get that off. Now to do our, this is my just general tie up of wires. Alright, that good and tight loose connection. You ever had one of those? A good and tight loose connection?
Alright. Maybe.
That logic doesn't makes, you know what?
Well,
It don't make sense. This is futile. Because there's grease all over it. This tape is never going to stick to anything covered in that much fucking grease. Let me get this degreaser right here. Wipe some things off. Some bleach. Get a little bit of that shit off my hands. Oh no, that was just infinitely more oil I just smeared all over the place. Down to using the shirt. That's alright. As long as we get the job done. That's all that matters.
Yep.
That's only greasy as fuck. The connection ain't going nowhere. I just rather it be taped up so 12 volts don't go flying when I hit the switch.
Yep.
I don't need 12 volts going everywhere else. We just need it going where it's supposed to go.
Yep.
What's the time at? Top of the screen should tell you a time on the video.
1:49.
Let me see it. 11:30. 11 minutes. Alright, you'll figure out how to read it off to me. Eventually. More tape equals more better, right?
Yep.
Hey man, you say it works, it works. Yeah. I ain't gonna argue with you. Alright. So I'm not gonna argue with that either. That's good, because I didn't argue with you in the first place. Shit. I told you you was right. Yeah. Alright. Now we're going to make a chassis ground out of a live cable end. Out of a, you know, because this is the live end, you know, it's a 12 volt. It's not actually going to have any voltage running through it, hopefully. And if you have voltage running through a ground, there's a problem somewhere.
Yep.
I hate to tell you, but you're not supposed to have 12 volts on the ground wire.
Yep.
I think your multimeter should say ground.
Yep.
When you're on the ground wire. Ow, fuck me, that hurt.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree too. I forget, you get a wire ball crimper.
Yep, alright. Yep, alright.
There.
Yep.
Crimps the wire balls.
Yep.
And then you got tape.
Yep.
To vigorously cover up your war crime.
Yep.
Just because, man, I tell you, there's just some dumb shit. Like, if I did this to not a customer's bike, because I wouldn't do this to a customer's bike, I'd get the proper tools and the proper connectors out and everything.
Yeah.
But this is a build of, my intention is get it as far and as good running as you can.
Yep.
Without putting any actual, like, budget into it, you know?
Yep.
How low budget can I make power with cheap Chinese ATV, you know? That was what the whole intention behind. Yeah, we are. I need to go back down this because there's a weird fucking curl on the end of the tape. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to tightly wrap this all the way down to the harness because that's how it was before. You gotta put things back the way they were once you modify the shit out of them. Alright, I'm gonna come back up. Oh, no. Come on, tape. Don't argue with me today. Yeah, this looks ugly as fuck, but it serves its purpose. This is insulate against electricity, I think. I hope. I think we're good on a video right now. We can pause, take a break on recording and stuff like that. So, as of now, we've gotten to the point of we've got the main harness plumbed in. I don't know what that is, what this is. So if somebody knows what this is just off the top of their head, please let me know, because I'm honestly thinking that's just where the CDI plugs in, because it's exactly what it looks like. Like, it's the same pin setup as the CDI too, but that wouldn't make sense. Why would a CDI go here and then you have the wires that run to the harness for this CDI here? But see what I'm saying? It's pinned exactly. But you see what I'm saying right here? It's pinned exactly the same. The wires are not the same. These wires are the ones that are supposed to go to the CDI, which are directly these wires that come out of here. They're wired up the same. Run to these wires, and this should be correct for a CDI just to plug in. And this has got to be grounded, so it's going to be grounded there, and then we're going to try to route this through the chassis the best as we can. And then slowly but surely figure out what all these things do and are. I'm pretty sure this is solenoid. This bolts to the solenoid. This goes to the battery, because it's the ground wire and the positive wire. Pretty sure this is a light. This is a fuse. These two right here, I'm absolutely positive I know what these are. These two right here go right there to the coil pack, right? These two wires are coil pack wires, telling you and the phone. I know that's CDI. You gonna go inside? Yeah. Go ahead, buddy. Got you, man. You know, you gotta explain a whole bunch. That's a ground wire right there, so we'll get that grounded. I think I have sorted out 90% of this harness, except for up here. I don't know what's going on up here, and we need to get this, what used to be soft rubber and is now hard plastic, off of here without tearing up these wires. Because there's some of the important ones up in here. And I need to find things that plug into that. I'm pretty sure these are lights. These 3 plugs, I'm pretty sure those are lights. I'm not 100% on that, but almost positive. So we'll get to chopping this. I'm gonna get this right here. There we go. The king of use what you got. Oh, hello, bugs. Alright. Now, just make sure there's no wires in your cut. Do that. And boom. And now we have these two, which is pretty positive. Kill switch right here. I'm pretty sure that's kill switch. And then a bunch of wires that I have no clue. I just don't know. So, what we're going to do is, my buddy who gave me this harness knows what every one of these plugs are. He can tell me what each one of these are. And that's a lot more plugs than I anticipated. But, everything else I've gotten figured out. CDI, I don't fucking know. This just comes off the motor. It looks like a CDI plug. It's the same fucking plug. Same fucking pin assembly, too. Look. They're both missing a pin in the same slot. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like a dual CDI maybe? I don't fucking know. Yeah. It's just got one gear and reverse. There's neutral. See, neutral. Just fine. Uh-oh. Oh no, my motor's not locked. It's just that high of a compression motor. Yeah, so more updates on this later because my back hurts. I'm frustrated with the wires. I figured everything out. I've just reached a point of needing more components or a brake. One of the two. I'm pretty sure I have the components I need over there in that pile of shit. Pretty sure I literally have everything I need. All the hand controls and everything to bolt onto there. It's just, gotta get motivation to do so. Pretty sure I got a good throttle cable, don't I? Do I? No. No, I don't have a throttle cable yet. I gotta figure that out. I think I have a couple of them in there. I still gotta figure out a carburetor for the damn thing, because, yeah, I don't have just a extra carb laying around like I thought. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got carburetors laying around. I mean, do I want to use half of them? No. I don't want to use that. I don't want to have to go through the trouble of fucking with all that just to make it work, just to not get any performance. I mean, yeah, this, I would love to bolt this on because this would be all of the performance. But the amount of retardism in these hoses, which that's broke, so that would have to be replaced. That little nipple would have to be replaced in order to make the carburetor work. The carburetor works off a vacuum that's generated down here from a cylinder pulling. So I just don't think the motor has enough compression to run this carburetor, because it runs off a vacuum. Now, I mean, I could just put this on there, but why would I put a factory 90 carb on? Like, for real. Because that's all this is. It's just a factory carb. How do I turn that? Yeah, it's got a manual choke in there. Used to be connected to a little wire thing. This is the carburetor that came off of the bike. But look, I mean, look how puny that is. Hold on, just to compare. That's a 110, and that's the 90. Actually, this is a 110. Well, this came off of a 110. Was put on a 110, which is a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. But it'll work. I just won't see any power gain from all the work I've done to it. See, I got another coil pack. I got, I think this is a quote-unquote race coil pack because it takes out the charging system and it's purely just go juice. See, it's just straight to CDI type shit. But I really don't feel like swapping this out right now. Yeah, this is the thing inside of the case that is cracked on, so I'm pretty sure I'll have to put something else inside of there. Not quite sure what, but I have to do something about that. This is probably my most likely candidate for a carburetor I'll be using because it's the cleanest carburetor I have. It's the cleanest one, and it's got a little idle screw tune. So I mean, I can adjust that. That's not any real adjustment. I mean, it just helps with the idle. You know what? The float's not stuck. This will be the carb I use. I just need to find a slide and needle. Alright, so we found the carburetor. That's phenomenal. Got the carb for the intake tube. Now let's just for science. Let's see. Oh, did I do that perfectly or what? Hold on, look at it. It's just seamless. Let me get that. This isn't gonna be difficult at all. Hold on, let me just bolt this together real quick with the spacer it's supposed to have. Oh, dude, do I have a needle? Hold up. Did I just have one? Is that too small? Or is that the right size? I think that's the right size. Oh, Lord. Well, the needle fell out. That's right. This is the one I just don't want to use. Is this the one that's bent? No, but I think it's too small. Yeah, it's too small. Love that. I know that's the right size. I might just be able to steal a needle out. That's okay, so that's perfect size. Is that the same size as that? It is. That's the same size as this. Isn't it? Oh, that's bigger than that. This is the only one I got. Yeah, because this came off a brand new carbon. I fucked it up. Look at that. I fucked that little system up in there. Because I was trying to adjust the needle. Come to find out, that's not what I needed to do to make the thing run better. But I do know, since this thing's already here, I do know I'm going to need more fuel. Like, I already know that. So, let's put it up one little notch. Put it up one notch. Stick the jet back down in the hole. Alright, and then this literally is just a shove it down there clip. Fuck. I hate this thing. So if I could show on video. What's this? We'll place here right here. So show on video what I gotta do. Gotta manage that down in there, but not crookedly. But I also can't have that nub blocking that nub blocking that, or that nub blocking that, because let me just show you when it's together. Yeah, well, oh, this one's together. See that? Sits on top. That's what holds his needle from floating too much. I mean, yeah, you get some needle play, but this needs to be in there so your needle doesn't go. But vacuum force, and then you're stuck full throttle, dumping gas everywhere. So I got to get this right. This piece is brand new too. I messed this up right here. I accidentally popped this out trying to adjust the needle. Because I'd seen a video on adjusting needles, and just watching videos on stuff that I do, and that's so fucking, these things are so fucking finicky, bro. Alright. So we've got it in there. The next step is to get it all the way down. So what I'm thinking, show you guys at the same time. So you get a socket, push it down. No needle jump. We're not blocking a path. Nothing. That's nice and seated. Needle is raised a little higher than it normally is. It is two little clicks up. It came factory 1 click up, so I want 1 more click up from that. There's confirmation that it works. Now, throttle cable, spring, gasket, top thing. I'll have to run up to the house to get the top thing and spring and gasket. And that's it. I don't think I have a spring, actually. Oh, fuck. I don't have a spring. Sure, I'll figure something out. See, I got this. which is a sharp angle cap, which I probably should use the sharp angle cap anyways. Probably be better. Okay, yeah, I couldn't see what I was doing, but you got the, we call it the sharp angle cap because some of them come off at like a really steep or like straight up. This one's probably going to be best for the four-wheeler. Probably. And then we got a spring. I don't know if that will work. I mean, it goes down in there. And it applies some spring force downward. And if the cap fits, that's another thing I was worried about, was this cap not being right. I mean, because I have like 2 or 3 caps, but the other 2 caps I got work a little differently. These are annoying because the centerpiece floats free of the twisty part. I mean, I guess that's a smart thing on their side, on the end of designing it, but it's annoying to me. So let me get a throttle cable and actually install a throttle cable while I'm fiddling around with this shit, because like I'm trying to put a car together. Might as well actually. Oh shit! It's connected all the way up under there. Alright, that's fine. See, I'm concerned about having a throttle cable because I know I intentionally like placed a couple. Oh fuck, did I throw them all away? Oh fuck, I do remember throwing a bunch of cables away. Now, I made it the one. The one! Oh wait, no, here's the cable. Okay. Here is a thumb throttle style cable. I don't know about. This cable's not locked. Probably not a good fucking cable by any means. Okay, well. Currently stumped by throttle cable. I'm looking through my stuff to see if I have one. I might just have a spare throttle cable laying around. Well, this might be spare doing mine. But, you know what? I think it's time for a break. I'm frustrated. I've got my carburetor. I got it ready. Okay. I got my intake. I've got my motor together. I've got my harness binded. That's a lot of work. It's been about 2 hours now. So yeah.